You're not gonna shoot a puppy, are you, Jack?
Yeah, in the face. Why?
Connor, the fuck are you doing? Coming.
I'm in the hotel. Bitch, I'm missing you in that throat, yeah. I'm in the pussy, she like, oh yeah. Bitch, I'm trapping hard, made that dope sell. It's like 5 a.m. in the hotel. Can't get out.
Stay away from my man, home record. See me coming down, she said, in my heart and in my head. Tell me why this has to end, oh no, oh no. I can't say cause my hand takes me far.
Emptiness is loneliness, and loneliness is cleanliness, and cleanliness is godliness, and God is empty, just like me.
Uh-oh, I dropped my gum. I'm gonna bend over and pick it up. I sure hope a gorgeous mannequin clown doesn't come in and skin me alive. I said...
Don't stop, sure shot, go out to the parking lot.
Fab Five Freddy told me everybody's fly. DJ's spinning, I said my, flash.
You with the dark curls, you with the watercolor eyes.
That boy needs to relax.
Or at least find someone else to fuss over.
Yeah, he's got it bad. Do you know if he and John ever...
No clue and not interested. Although, according to Georgie, John doesn't. Like, at all.
Oh. Yeah, that does explain some stuff. Wait.
Mile ice, one never-ending carnival. A whirl of boozy floozy flashing light. I want to be that fucked up girl. I want to be that fucked up girl.
Hi, my name is Mike Trapp, and I have a special message for expecting parents everywhere. Stop naming your children Michael. It is an indisputable fact that there are a fuck ton of Michaels out there. Over 4 million in the US alone. That's a lot of Michaels. That's more than all the Zachs, Pats, Grants, and Siobhans combined. Or to think of it another way, if you took all the Mikes in the US and lined them up end to end, they would stretch from New York City to Rome, and most of them would drown. Now, you may be wondering if there's really that many Mikes. Well, all you have to do is look in your phone. Go ahead, look, I'll wait. Can you believe how many Mikes there are? Now, you may be thinking, who cares? I'm still gonna name my kid Mike. And here's the thing, no you're not. There are so many Michaels that no one will ever call him that. When you name your kid Michael, you're really naming him Mikey B, or Fat Mike, or whatever your last name happens to be.
Hey, Trap.
Hey, so this year, let's put an end to the madness. No new Mikes.
Martin!
It's odd, really. You each think you're so focused on the other. But how much do you really know each other? How much time have you spent together when not working, or bickering, or fleeing from that latest thing that wants to kill you? So, what are you seeking? The image you've each created of the other? The people you think you love don't exist. Not really. And that's a very lonely place to be.
Shut up! Martin!
He doesn't want to see you.
Then let me hear that from him.
Just go. make me. Unless you can't. The lonely and the I aren't too far apart, are they? Not really. What good's being alone if you don't know how alone you truly are? Which means... well, I think you're worried. You know I'll find him eventually, and you know I can find you. Thought so.
Oh, by the way, if you ever speak disrespectfully again about my wife, I'll kill you. Sorry, that sounded like a joke. I will actually kill you.
This is my meal. I call this girl dinner.
Girl dinner. Girl dinner. Girl dinner. Oh, girl dinner.
Baby, gently in the cold darker. Run, boy, run. They're trying to catch you. I always feel like somebody's watching me. They just come swiftly and gently to you. Mayhem, Friday, and oncoming doom. There's something wrong. Can you hear me? Knows it's on. Follow me. I have something to show you.
Take my heart, pull it apart, and take my brain.
And the worms crawling, the worms crawl out.
I'm distracted, sons and daughters, out for slaughter. Turn the lights off.
I can't decide whether you should live or die.
Shouldn't we have something to eat?
Everybody's lonely. Everybody's lonely.
I guess you know my future, right? I mean, how often do you get a chance like this? There are some things I gotta know. For instance, my marriage. Am I doing the right thing marrying Beatrice? Do we grow old together? You're gonna love her until the day you die. Maybe I don't need to know any more than that.
Is this not Freddy Fazbear? I thought Freddy Fazbear was scary. This is not scary. That's a homosexual.
I can take a hint, gotta face the facts. Could really use a friend or two.
I blame parents, empty hasn't got 'em.
Audio recording by Jonathan Sims, head archivist of the Magnus Institute, London. Statement begins. End record. Oh, God damn it! Martin! Martin, where did you put the rest of the extinguishers?
Sorry, Tim wanted to surprise you and...
Snitch? Statement of Joe Spooky regarding sinister happenings in the downtown...
Yeah, look out!
Sasha?
So, do we know if it's pronounced Calliope or Calliope?
Melanie King recording, apparently. So, marker?
Really, Elias? Really?
Oh yes, really, Peter. Because big man, he's a big boy man. Big boy man, he's a big boy man. Wow, big man.
Welcome to your first and number one. It's just a little explanation of your desperate situation. You're referred to as a sword. It's just a complex application to a deadly confrontation.
Thank you for calling the newly established Mommy Issues Helpline. To hear, "You're beautiful just the way you are, sweetheart," press 1. To hear, "No, I'm wrong and you're right," press 2. And to hear, "I'm sorry for living vicariously through you throughout your childhood. You're your own person now," press 3.
Yes, I know that he's my ex, but can't two people reconnect? I only see him as a friend. The biggest lie I ever said. Oh yes,
I'm thin, I'm blonde, and my coke is in Cuba. Your tan comes straight from the bottle, bitch, mine comes straight from Aruba. You might be fucking an heir, but I'm a fucking heiress. It's Hilton, bitch, I'm fucking Paris.
my god, corny, lame, boo, tomato, tomato.
John, it pains me to say this, but please come to my office as I require assistance. I am too stoned to move.
I trust in the all-seeing, all-knowing eye. Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. People love you more, oh never mind. Oh never mind. In fucking fact, Mrs. Robinson, the world won't care whether you.
Just me and the girls in for a night out, crocheting in the same room while listening to our stories.
Then I found Murder Club. Well, it's more that I founded Murder Club. Co-founded, at least.
I've been re-listening to the Magnus archives while crocheting, so of course that led to me creating these granny squares from a pattern I found on Etsy. I've gotten really into making these, and I just can't decide if I want to turn these into a cardigan or if more like a blanket is gonna make sense. Please let me know what you suggest.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm crocheting something for each of the Magnospheres. Then this episode is going to be on the spiral, otherwise known as a personal hell of my own creation. Because I can't do anything easily. So when I first saw the spiral, I thought maybe I could do something with clashing colors or like a shattered kind of look, but then I thought, no. Too planned. Too thought out. I'm not here to think things out. I'm here for the spiral, baby! So I'm gonna play a little game that I have devised that I like to call Yarn Roulette. Let me show you how to play. This is a bunch of yarn that I have arranged into haphazard rows. There are exactly 40 skeins of yarn here, which I did not plan. I just grabbed a bunch of yarn from my mom's stash, thanks Mom, and then I laid it out like this. Some obviously are smaller than others, but that's alright, because that's all part of it, baby. Some are different textures. Some of these aren't even worsted weight. But that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's about the spiral. So, so what I'm going to do every time I want to change colors, which will also be randomized, don't worry, nothing's planned about this, I will roll a D100. If that number is 50 or below, then I will start from the upper left of the yarn, and if that number is 51 or above, I will start from the bottom right. Then I will roll a D20, and I will count from that number, from whichever starting point, until I land on the yarn, on the ball of yarn that it said on the dice, and then I will use that yarn. From there, I will roll another D100. This will determine how many stitches of that color I will do. However, 100 is too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that number, I'm going to cut it in half, and then if needed, I will round it up. However, I also don't want to do like one stitch of a color. So if it's 10 or below, it's just going to be 10. Or maybe I'll re-roll it. I haven't decided yet. Who knows? It's all magical. Let's get started. So I am following a pattern because I want to actually make something with this. So I'm doing these shorts. I thought the blocks would give a good chance for more fun craziness spiral stuff. Anyway, let's roll for our first one, I suppose, because I'm not going to show you every roll for all of them, but I do want to show you the first one. So let's do this. All right, so that is a Are you serious? So that's a 1. Anyway, D20 time. 12. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down here. 9, 10, 11, 12. You. Okay, let's do this. Hi, welcome to part 2. Sorry, I didn't know it would take that long to explain yarn roulette. Anyway, I've got the first couple of rows done because the number that I rolled for the stitch count was exactly 2 rows. So that's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna keep working and I'll show you my progress in a bit. Okay. So I had to start over. This is the original one that I was trying to do, but then, look, this is meant to be madness-inducing, but not this madness-inducing. I'm not weaving all those in, and it was too wide anyway, so I would have had to start over no matter what. So I just figured I'd tie the ends of the strings together, and, I finished the first panel! Woo! I'm not sure how obvious it is on camera, but you can kind of tell in it when I figured out what exactly to do with the ends of the knots, because it's kind of weird down here with them, but then it gets more normalized up here. But it's alright, this will just be the one in the back. Only, I think, 13 more panels to go? Not all of them are this big, though. It's okay. I'll get through it. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, it's day 2. It's kind of late in day 2. I've got 2 of these bad boys, and I've got 2 of these bad boys, so that means only 10 more panels to go. Oh boy, and this is tiring. But as I've said before, I am a stubborn son of a bitch, and I will be seeing this through until the end. You know, it's kind of hard to tell, but I think maybe the cats got down here last night. Just maybe. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, I made 7 squares. They're not squares, but I don't care. Whoa, living on a prayer. That was dumb as hell. I'm so sorry. Alright, this is 9 and 10. 4 more to go. I've been doing this for a week. It took me a week. But I've done it. This is my masterpiece. Now I just have to, put them together, and finish it and hope that it actually fits me. If it doesn't fit me, I'm gonna lose it. Anyway, I'm gonna start sewing them all together, and that will all be in part 3, along with the final reveal, which shouldn't take more than a couple of days. I'm so tired. Okay, see you all in part 3. Bye. Welcome to part 3. Shorts. 2 of them. Wabam! Shorts. I thought it was gonna be the roulette part that drove me insane, but I think it might be this goddamn ribbing. I've been doing this for so long, and I'm not even close to halfway. I'm just over a quarter of a way done, and I've done so much of it. What the hell? Drum roll, please. Ta-da! I'll give you the full 360. They're actually less ugly than I thought they'd be. And don't get me wrong, if they were ugly, I would have been absolutely ecstatic by that. Because I love clothing like that. That's just how I operate. But they're actually really cute. I actually really like them. So I've added, the yellow ribbing at the top with the drawstring so that they can actually stay on my body. And you might have noticed one other thing that I've added. This little surprise right here. One moment, let me get in a little closer. Whoa, what's this? A mysterious yellow door? I better open it. Whoa, there's... I'm really proud of this, I'm gonna be honest. I'm really proud of this bit. I think it's really funny. I really do. But, yeah, that's a wrap on the spiral shorts. Wow. I'm kind of I can't believe, like, I actually, like, did it and I finished it, because I've got a bad habit of leaving projects unfinished, but I actually, like, wow, I've got functional shorts that I made myself. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, thanks for sticking with me for the last week and a half while I lost my mind. I got a lot of people in the comments saying, like, oh yeah, that's the spiral. You've done it. Yeah. So I'm very proud that my method of doing this was adequately madness-inducing. I'd say if you're thinking about doing this yourself, my number one piece of advice is don't. But if you are gonna do it, it is kind of fun. I just suggest maybe not using like 40 skeins. Maybe use like 10. That seems reasonable, right? That seems reasonable. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for sticking with me. It's been a blast, but it's also kind of sucked. And I'll see you for the next entity. Bye.
Episode 147. Weaver.
That's what you eat when you're dead and the worms crawl out. The worms crawl in. The worms that crawl in are lean and thin. The ones that crawl out are fat and stout. Your eyes fall.
Freeze! Everybody clap your hands.
Can I use your waste paper bin?
Yes, it's just... Wait. Surely you didn't bring it here?
Well, yeah,
Gerard, we've talked about this. Bringing unvetted artifacts or books into the archive is incredibly dangerous.
It's locked away.
And I'm sure the lock is very sturdy. But that doesn't stop it being an unnecessary risk.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
This is exactly the sort of thing that will get you killed.
I said I was sorry.
Then we'll say no more about it. I don't enjoy being hard on you, but I really would rather you stayed broadly intact.
I'm touched. You're going soft in your old age.
So I've gotten into the Magnus archives recently, and I really like Michael. I just think he's cool. A normal amount. An absolutely normal amount of likeness.
What the fuck is this kid doing?
The voices!
Elias Bouchard will legitimately beat an innocent old man to death with a metal pipe, frame one of his employees for the murder, then go home, drink a bottle of red wine, and be like, well, god damn it, Peter, I can't help being a Scorpio.
I love creating warrior names. Smiley face. Here's some for black cats.
Yes!
Nightshade, Night River, Nightfall, Nightfire, Night Hunter, Shadowskin, Shadow...
Yeah, look like Aunt Santa. It doesn't take a killer to murder. It only takes a reason to kill. We've all got evidence of innocence since everything's coincidence. The difference between fate and free will is whether you're singing.
It's hard to believe I'm walking through the ruins of the first ever city, because I'm not. That's in Iraq, which is miles away.
The sequel to the Magnus Archives, The Magnus Protocol, just released their cast list, and I went to see who was playing the lead. So I went to their TikTok, I'll tag it so you can follow them, but they're wearing a Will Wood shirt, which further proves that Will Wood people and Magnus Archives people are the same people. We also have Johnny back, playing whatever this is, and Femme Bouchard. I'm so excited.
Gently in the cold darker. Run, boy, run. They're trying to catch you. I always feel like somebody's watching me. They just swiftly and gently to you. Mayhem, Mayday, and oncoming doom. There's something wrong. Can you hear them? Raise your tongue. Follow me, I have something to show you.
Take my heart, pull it apart, and take my brain. And the worms crawl out.
Undistracted sons and daughters out for slaughter. Turn the lights off.
I can't decide whether you should live or die.
Shouldn't we have something to eat?
Without you.
Everybody's lonely. Everybody's lonely.
I've managed to secure the services of 2 researchers to assist me. Well, technically 3, but I don't count Martin as he's unlikely to contribute anything but delays. Useless ass.
Elias, it doesn't have to be like...
Currently thinking about the fact that in Magnus 181, Mikhail Salisa says that Martin reminds him of a young Jürgen Leitner. And also the fact that Martin was born in around 1987, give or take a year, and his dad left when he was like 7, 8, or 9, something like that. And also, Jürgen Leitner, either, I can't remember if it's 1994 or 1995 that he went into hiding, so it lines up with the time that Martin's dad left. And also, if I remember right, Jürgen Leitner was also described as portly. And Martin, I can't remember exactly how he was described, but he was like described as like not small or something like that. And Martin looks exactly like his dad. And also, Martin doesn't remember what his dad looks like, meaning that Martin's dad could be fucking Jürgen Leitner.
Do you or do you not feel bonita?
I feel bonita.
Wonderful, because you look bonita.
This is part 2 of questions I have as somebody who just discovered the Magnus Archives in 2023 now that I just listened to episode 160. Question 1. Why aren't there more Georgie, Melanie fan art? For as gay as this fandom is, I thought there'd be like way more love for the one couple that is like canonically gay. But maybe it goes hand in hand with question 2, which is why is there so much hate for the female characters? I am trying to stay away from spoilers, but it's like it's literally an addiction. But I've seen a lot of people like hating on the female character story arc, saying that they're like kind of lame. But I'm really enjoying it so far, so I just want to like wrap my head around why that's a thing. Question 3 is for people who were listening actively as they were doling out episodes. How on the edge of your seat were you when Martin said no? I was in my car and I was cackling. That's not really the question. When that season ended, what was everybody thinking? What was it like sitting in the Reddit or the Discord or whatever, just waiting and talking about theories and stuff? That's what I want to know. And then my last question is, do we get more Jerry or what?
I am losing my patience.
Get back. That's right. John, I don't know if you can hear me, but if you can, I don't forgive you. But thank you for this.
You idiot! Do you really think the world will fare any better under the Watcher? You think you're saving anyone?
I don't care,
You can't even save him!
but I can hurt you.
It will not end like this!
You sound stressed. You know, I hear the great Grimaldi's in town. You should go see him. Cheer yourself up.
That's not funny.
I know.
Mama, we're all full of lies. My mother was the warden to my legs and to my tongue. You should have raised that baby girl. I should have been a better son.
Feeling sensations that you thought was dead. No squealing, remember that it's all in your head.
Hey, it happened. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, not for long. The
Ain't no police around here, baby. I won't judge you.
There I am again. I am the rot and the ache beneath your skin. I am the angel sent down from above. I am the cancer swimming deep in your blood. Praise be the heavens, praise me on the Lord.
Now only dogs will follow me. Is he following? I bite at the hand that feeds me. Slap at the face that eats me. Some kind of animal.
Jürgen Leitner, stupid idiot motherfucking Jürgen Leitner, goddamn fool, book collecting, dust eating, rat old bastard, shithead idiot avatar of the whore. Biggest clown in the circus, laughed out of town, cowboy motherfucking Jürgen Leitner. Stop pinning me when I talk about Jürgen Leitner, I hate him so much, why does he have so many fucked up books?
I actually really don't think this, but a lot of people told me that they do, so I'm gonna give the people what they didn't want or ask for, but might be mildly okay with. There's nothing specifically spoilerish in it, but I will be playing an entire clip of the 97th episode of the Magnus Archive, so if you haven't gotten there yet and you don't want to hear it, then skip this video.
Keep saying it's not meant to trip whenever one bulb goes, but no, John, I don't want to bother the landlord.
You don't want to do that? I mean, you can if you really want to, but you're not going to like it. Sometimes not being able to see something is actually quite a good thing.
Who are you?
Well, my father called me Nicola, and then I killed him. So I thought I rather deserved to have his second name too, which makes me Nicola Orsinov. Pleased to meet you at last.
You killed Gregor Orsinov.
Yep. He got really boring, and I'm a monster. I mean, what do you want me to do? Not pull him apart? I did use all the bits.
You don't sound Russian?
How could I sound anything, silly? I'm plastic. I don't even have a voice box. I had to borrow this one. Don't turn on the light.
Are you going to kill me?
No! I mean, yes, but not for a good long while yet. I don't want you to go to waste.
No, then what? Then why are you here?
After you attacked poor Sarah, I thought it was about time we had a...
Can you imagine this in my actual accent? That's so funny to me. How could I sound anything silly?
If I could run
I do not know why the hive chose me, but it did. And I think that it always had. The song is loud and beautiful, and I am so very afraid.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I have a master's degree in costume design, and today I'm going to be doing a Magnus Archives photo shoot. So, Jonathan Sims, head archivist of the Magnus Institute, London, takes himself very seriously. I think he's absolutely the type of guy to wear a jacket and tie to work every day. So, with that in mind, I hit up the charity shops. I was looking for pieces that felt like paper and card, like a little typewritten statement tucked into a manila folder. I also then picked out a few ties that had eye motifs, and then, of course, I got a bunch of tapes. These will be important later. I wanted to depict the archivist from near the start of the show. What I want is the most boring possible man that I can then use as a blank background to layer weird shit on top of, which honestly feels kind of like what Jonathan Sims, head writer of the Magnus Archives podcast, was going for. So despite the fact that one of these jackets looked really, really good, I'm putting our archivist in the much more soulless brown one, that perfect manila drip. To accessorise this, I am, of course, adding elbow patches. We have to convey the most pompous sort of academia possible. And then in the breast pocket, I'm going to put some little knickknacks, like a surgical scalpel and a rib that I found in a field. Don't worry about it, okay? And then for set dressing, we just have some boxes from IKEA, some of my mother's old business notes, and then some bits and bobs that my flatmate had. And finally, we come back to the tapes. So the central concept of this photo shoot came to me after I listened to episode 65, Binary, in which a guy eats his computer. So I thought to myself, what if the archivist ate cassette tapes like spaghetti?
The Magnus Archives.
Are you still recording? Okay. Oh no!
I don't think this motherfucker's doing that well. All the kids like Bo Burnham more. What's Seth Meyers doing here? Fuck! Hi. And I said, wrong energy. You like this? You like stuff? He said, did you start drinking when you were 6? I said, yes. And then he gave me more paper. They think I'm dirt, but I'm not. I'm God. It's weird to be a recovering drug addict. It was weird to be a drug addict, but at least I was on drugs. What are you gonna cancel John Mulaney? I'll kill him.
I trust in the all-seeing, all-knowing eye.
How did you get in here?
The window?
Do you do that a lot?
Just the past couple of months.
Making Magnus Archives shoes. Paint. More painting. Wow. The results, I love them so much.
What's the funniest Magnus Archives headcanon? Think about it. There are a lot of candidates. Maybe it's that Martin's middle name is Knife. That K has to stand for something, right? Well, no, it doesn't, because he doesn't actually have a middle name, so there's not a lot of, truth to this headcanon, but it's funny, We're not talking about, whether it's possible. We're talking about whether it's funny. That's a funny one. It's funny. Maybe it's that Peter and Elias are constantly getting divorced and remarried, or separated and remarried, or constantly threatening to divorce each other. That one's pretty funny, especially considering that Alistair Stewart and Ben Meredith have historically participated in that one a lot. Maybe it's the mechanisms were John's college band. That's pretty funny. It's pretty funny to imagine Jonathan Sims, head archivist of the Magnus Institute, London, up on stage, smiling, just grinning and screaming his head off about killing people. Hell, it's really funny to imagine the I could be on drugs guy to be, playing a character who has done every crime, every single one. But I don't think that's the funniest. A lot of my followers might be of the opinion that the funniest Magnus Archives headcanon is that Jared Hopworth is jealous that John has a boyfriend and he doesn't. Do you want to know what my opinion is? Do you want to know what I think? A good runner-up is the idea that Elias Magnus, that Elias Bouchard is because Jonah Magnus was and is a social cocaine addict. He's from Victorian England, and that just kind of makes sense. And it's funny to imagine how much of this company is structured around the fact that some people just need regular cocaine breaks during work. My partner and I were talking about this recently, the idea that you can get a break at the Magnus Institute, same way you get a smoking break for any drug, because Elias Bouchard has never believed in the hierarchy of drugs. He may be a stoner, but he's not just a stoner. All that's pretty funny to imagine, right? Especially because, personally, I agree that there's not a moral hierarchy of drugs, that it's all pretty much the same, except for in terms of how devastating the effects of those drugs are. It's funny to imagine villains having, decent social justice-related opinions. But the funniest? Probably not. The funniest headcanon for the Magnus Archives, in my opinion, is thus. Jonah Magnus was and is a devout Christian man. He goes to church, he sits in church every Sunday and thinks about the fact that he's trying to rule the world, that he worships a false idol, or a very, very real idol, for sure, just not God. Maybe he doesn't, love this thing the way that Christians say they love God, right? Maybe he doesn't even fear it as much as he should. He most likely does not fear it as much as he should. But he does worship it, like in his actions. And he's making his own Antichrist. But he goes to church. Evil people love to be Christian.
Is that a Magnus is that a reference to
Jürgen Leitner, stupid idiot motherfucking Jürgen Leitner, goddamn fool, book collecting, dust eating, rat old bastard, shithead idiot avatar of the whore, biggest clown in the circus, laughed out of town, cowboy motherfucking Jürgen Leitner. Stop pinning me when I
And the second thing?
I want to make my statement.
Is that really necessary?
I don't want to disappear on her terms. Or yours. I want to speak my piece, have it recorded.
Fine. Tape's running. Subject is Eric Delano, recorded 21st of July, 2008, regarding...
What else? Me, Mary, and the archives.
As you wish. Begin whenever you're ready.
I'm almost not sure where to start now it comes to it.
Martin, you made it to round 4 of the job interview. Ask me any question you have. What's 9 minus 12? Trick, numbers don't go that low. How many continents are there? Several. If you could be one animal, what would you be? A goose, obviously. How do you respond to failure? Crying, pouting, call mom. What are you hoping to get out of this role? Money? How much money are you hoping for? All of it. Do you have any dietary restrictions? Legos. I can't eat Legos. Too crunchy. Martin, can I count on you? On top of me? I prefer not. How would you describe your willingness to take risks? One time I stared at the sun for 45 minutes straight. Favorite book? Bible. For Jesus. All right, we're looking forward to making this decision pretty soon here. Any final words before we wrap this up? Potato. Thank you. Have a good time.
Is that a Magnus reference? Is that a reference to?
Yo, you guys want to go get some DESSERT? Yeah, dude, I need me a TREAT. What you guys talking about? Yeah, why did you guys just spell dessert? No, shut up! Don't say it! Why? Oh god, how do we tell you this? Simon can't spell. What? He can't spell, so when we talk about something he wants, we spell it out loud so he doesn't get too excited. He's a grown man. He can't handle hearing the word treat. Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat. Oh. Okay, what is happening? We told you he gets excited when he hears the word T-R-E-A-T. What you talking about? Taxes. Oh, shucks. What, so you guys just treat him like a toddler? Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat. Oh. Dude, you gotta spell if you're talking about F-O-O-D. Okay, so are we getting an S-N-A-C-K? Snack? Oh, come on, man. Dude, really? Oh, come on, I spelled it. Well, he knows how to spell snack. So he can spell snack, but he can't spell treat? Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat. Treat? No treat. God damn it. Okay, he's getting fussy. It's time for an N-A-P. Yeah. What does N-A-P spell? Party.
Panic. I'm scared. Nauseous. K. Death.
I mean, I'm a big fan of your work. Never had the academic chops to get access to your library or anything, but when all those statements were leaked back in '99, I know all the letters pages called you crackpots.
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Watch out, girls, this bitch is back.
It doesn't matter if you cause a little accident. We prefer to word it as some mortal middle management. There's the door, we've got millions of applicants dying for some corporate incorporeal entanglement.
I don't sex, I don't sex, I don't sex, I hate sex, sex bad, I am so sexy, but I hate sex, sex grr. You are sexy, I will love, but I will not sex, I don't sex, sex no, sex bad.
Smash or pass? Smash. Smash. Pass. Smash. Smash.
What? Hello? What happened? I don't know. What's up? No, you need help. I need help? Definitely. What's help? Assistance? Supportive action? You really need.
I don't want to hear it anymore. For the last time, giraffes are awesome. I love giraffes.
But when an emotionless, wind-up doll like you starts being sympathetic, I'm doomed! I am not. You are! You do anything you're ordered to, don't! You'd kill yourself if your commander told you to, wouldn't you?
Bro, is this like... Does autism give you these powers?
Yes, it does, actually.
I'm also really mentally stable. I'm gonna kill myself.
So, as some of you know, I'm on this cruise ship completely alone. I am the only guest on this ship, besides the crew, of course, that's been tending to me hand and foot. Literally, this cruise has been insane. I don't know how this happened exactly. They even have a movie playing for just me. All the shows are still going. The pools are open. Literally just me here. It's truly insane, and it's been amazing. I just had a dinner in a huge dining hall with no one else. I'll keep you guys updated.
Am I the asshole for not giving a stranger a cigarette?
Rusty Quill presents the Magnus Archives.
Where the fuck you even come from, bitch? Who are you? Who?
I say beat, you say that ass, beat that bitch ass.
Guess what?
K-I-C-K-Y-O-A-S-S.
Oh yes!
I never understood the phrase, like the deer in the headlights, until she looked me in the eyes for the first time. But to look at her, too much for most. But if she ceased, not in culmination of fire, but a cold and quiet death, perhaps her spark would return to the lightless flame and she could try again. So we hanged her, as she requested, all because of that most insidious of emotions, hope. We baptized her with the boiling water of Asag and named her Magnus.
Mason! Mason!
Statement of Moira Kelly regarding the disappearance of her son Robert. Original statement given October 20th, 2002. Audio recording by Jonathan Sims, head archivist of the Magnus Institute, London. Statement begins.
Do not redeem! Do not redeem the card!
What?
Do not redeem the card!
Yes, I'm
Do not
redeeming the
redeem
card.
the
My dearest Jonah, old friend who I hold dear to my heart, I hope this letter finds you well. I think you're stupid, and I think your institute is stupid, and I will never speak to you again after this. But you gotta hear this spooky story about this course I found. You gotta hear this, man. It's ridiculous.
Don't know
Coffee
what you are.
is not as good for disguising tastes as you might think, and it's even worse at disguising texture. Dissolved pills always leave such a, chalky residue.
Look, Elias, I
assume this is your first time attempting to poison someone. Do you actually know how many painkillers it takes to kill someone, or were you just hoping I'd take enough to get sick and you could finish the job manually?
Why bother asking then? Why bother if you know everything?
I don't know everything, Melanie. Do you know how exhausting that would be?
Three of us sleep next to three others. It's hot and we run this oven.
You can vouch for the soundness of my mind, can't you?
That is beside the point.
Funny story, really. I ran into the office, worms everywhere, horrible death and everything.
I lit my lantern and... Martin, good lord, man, if you're going to be staying in the archives, at least have the decency to put some trousers on.
So, do we know if it's pronounced Calliope or Calliope?
I have also heard it said as Calliope.
Seriously? By who?
Americans.
Ah.
Statement of Joe Spooky regarding sinister happenings.
Great. I should have known this was a complete waste of my time.
Probably.
Samantha Emery, she's lovely. She's actually doing a PhD in manifestation.
I don't care. LOL.
Martin keeps showing me his tongue, asking if it looks infested.
And the apple? Did you eat it?
Do I look like an idiot? Of course not. I brought you the two halves to see for yourselves.
Oh, good lord, that's...
deeply unpleasant, yes. You can keep it if you want, as a proof.
We do not want it. And record... Oh, god damn it! Martin! Martin, where did you put the rest of the extinguishers? Martin! CO2, get the goddamn CO2!
Right.
Now!
Yep. Look, I know it's stupid.
Yes. Yes, it is. We don't have any sort of weapon, do we?
I mean, I suppose we could
Don't
use...
say the corkscrew. Well, Martin, I guess this is...
Hi, guys.
You're not... You didn't die here, did you?
What? No, what?
No, I just... No, just the way you phrased that.
Did you think I was a ghost?
No.
Well, I've been using it to record myself. I write poetry, and I think the tapes have a sort of lo-fi charm.
I see.